Also tonight, a man who has been accused of operating an illegal funeral home in Ohio is now charged in a 37-count indictment. Shawnte Hardin has operated businesses in several Ohio counties, including Cuyahoga and Summit. Tonight, Kevin Landers with our Columbus station spoke to an Akron family who says criminal charges are justified.
Heather Al-Hussaini wishes she could wipe away the memories of Shawnte Hardin like the grass clippings on her mother's headstone at this cemetery just outside of Akron.
We want him to pay for his actions for what he did to our family as well as other families.
It all started when her 70-year-old mother, Barbara Davis Patel, died in 2019 of colon cancer. That's when Al-Hussaini says a friend referred her to Shawnte Hardin, who she was told could provide a low-cost funeral.
They said he's a cool guy. I trusted him.
Trusted him, she said, because she thought he was a funeral director.
But I thought he was at the time. Otherwise, I probably would have looked elsewhere. Because if someone's saying they do funerals, wouldn't you think, okay, they're a funeral director?
The Ohio Embalmers and Funeral Directors Board says Hardin has never been licensed and the board has no jurisdiction over him. The family provided us with receipts that show Hardin agreed to take care of all their funeral arrangements, from the plot to the headstone. But that's not what happened.
He's a liar.
Al-Hussaini found out from police that Hardin never paid for her mom's funeral plot. A felony warrant was issued that forced him to pay it, which he did. But her $450 headstone never came.
First he said he ordered the headstone from somewhere in California. Okay, we called California. The detective called California. They had no order.
So she called Hardin again.
And then he said Youngstown. We called Youngstown. Nobody had no order under this name.
In an exclusive interview with Hardin at the end of last month, after police discovered 2 dead bodies in this building in Columbus, we asked if he'd settled the case with the Al-Hussaini family.
I have talked to that family there about their headstone and about everything else they were supposed to get.
Did you make it right?
It's been made right, absolutely.
The family says when their mother died at the hospital, she was picked up and brought here to the Greater Faith Missionary Baptist Church, where Shawnte Hardin is the senior pastor. The family tells us that they couldn't afford to embalm her, so instead she was left here at this church for several days until the funeral.
And he had no refrigeration. He kept her body somewhere in the church.
By law, a body must be embalmed or refrigerated within 48 hours. As for Heather Al-Hussaini, who says she was just looking for an affordable funeral, now she's questioning everything about that day.
Is her body actually in the vault? Because he didn't even bury her that day. He took her back to his church.
She's speaking out, she says, as a warning to others.
And I don't recommend anyone to use his services for a funeral, even if you're struggling.
Kevin Landers, 10 TV News.